Howdy, young statisticians. I was really frustrated today with how class was going. I was not happy because I didn't feel like we spent enough time making sure we knew how to create these normal probability plots using a calculator and interpret them. We clearly didn't spend enough time. So I just wanted to quickly make a video showing you the basics of how this works, get to cut to the chase, make sure that you guys know how to do this, and so, well, what the heck, so you can complete your homework this weekend and we don't waste this whole time. So this is the deal. Let's start with the data set. Let's say we had a number line, and let's just, start putting some slashes, and I don't know, I'm just going to randomly pick some numbers. Let's say we put 10 in the middle, 11, 12, 9, and 8 over here. And let's just putting some dots that would sort of fit like a normal distribution. Let me put just 4 dots, 2 in the middle and 1 on either side. I mean, that's this tiny little symmetric set of data. Now this we're certainly going to see what we expect to see, I think, in terms of a normal distribution here. Let's create this normal probability plot. All we got to do is turn on our calculators, and we're going to hit Stat, and we're going to go to Edit, so we can enter numbers in a list. I'm going to clear this out. I'm going to highlight L1, hit Clear, and Enter. I'm going to enter just the 4 numbers that we got. We've got a 9. We've got 2 10s, and we've got an 11. Not that fancy. To get the normal probability plot, we then hit second y equals. That'll take us to stat plot. So second y equals, that takes us to stat plots. These may or may not be on. I'm going to make sure that I go to the first plot, and I'm going to make sure that it is turned on. It could be off, but I'm going to make sure that it is on like this. I'm going to go down, and I'm going to pick the very last of my options. Now, your calculator might look a little different than this, but this very last one will give us the normal probability plot. So I'll make sure that's selected. I'll hit Enter. I'm going to go down, make sure I've got L1 and X, and that should by default be all correct. Once you get this, you got to make sure that the window is appropriate in your calculator so that you can actually see what you want to see. To do that, you're going to hit the Zoom button right here. Bam. And I don't know what happened there. Let me try this again. I'm going to hit Zoom. There we go. That looks normal. I'm going to go down to option 9. That says Zoom Stat. Now here you could hit the Enter button, right, all the way. All right, you could hit the Enter button, or you can just hit the button number 9, and that's just as fast to actually select that. I can hit 9, and bam, we get this little plot here. Now this is really not a very crazy scatter plot. We'd have to take a look. Does it look like a line would fit this data pretty well? And heck yeah, it would. This line would sort of cut in between these 2 points perfectly in the middle, and then just continue up to right here. Yeah, a line seems like it would fit this just fine, right? And so we could think it's reasonable to assume that a normal distribution can kind of model what's going on in this data, even though of course this is such a small data set. It's not terribly practical in this particular scenario. But let's see what one of these normal probability plots would look like if the data was definitely not normal. All right. So let me add a bunch of extra numbers to this data set. Let's see what happens. Let's say we added some 9s, right? Ooh, what's going on now? We got skewness. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. So, and let's get a little crazy. Let's add a 13, and let's even add a 14 to the data set, and let me add a 13 and a 14. Now my friends, there's no chance that this looks like a normal curve. Are you with me? Yes, you are. You must be, right? So let's add these numbers to this data set and see what happens. I'm going to hit Stat again, go to Edit, and all right, now I've added 2 more 9s. It doesn't matter what order I put them in. I'm going to add 2 more 9s here. I've also added a 13 and a 14. I'm going to get these guys in here. Check this out. Bam. All right. Now, I already have the normal probability selected from stat plots. I don't have to go back here again if I don't want to. I'm just going to hit Zoom and option 9 one more time, and that will get me. Whoa. Holy cow. Does that look like a line anymore? I think not. We've got all these crazy dots going on down here, close together, and then this crazy stuff kind of going. Yeah, this does not fit what you would normally expect a line to look like. So this already gives us reason to reject the normality of this. So that gives you an idea of what you might find. Can we get crazy? I know you want to get crazy. It's Friday night. Let's have some fun. Don't do anything I wouldn't do twice, but let's get nuts. Let's imagine. Let's say we went all the way out here to 30, right? This is not to scale anymore. And we put a dot at 30. That, my friends, is an outlier of outliers. Am I right or am I right? Of course I'm right. So let's add the 30 and see what happens. I have no idea what will happen. I didn't test this ahead of time. I didn't spend that much time making this or planning this out. I'm just doing this and having fun. What else would you want to do on a Friday night besides think about stat? I'm going to add a 30 to my data set. Bam! Right there, you got me. I'm going to hit zoom 9 once again to make sure my window's okay. And whoa! What does that look like? That almost looks like maybe some type of weird square root function or half a parabola. I don't know. Maybe it's some type of power or exponential curve. Sure as heck is not a line. Am I right? Or you know I'm right? So if you ever encounter anything crazy like this, obviously there's no chance this fits a normal distribution. That's how we're going to interpret this set of data, right? This is definitely non-normal. So like in those homework problems that I asked you to do tonight, hopefully, or this weekend, whenever your heart desires, hopefully you've got this good old TI-84 calculator. You're going to enter the data into your stat, edit, get into the list here. And all I really expect you to do is to be able to go, bam, second y equals, plots on, get your normal probability plot option here. Make sure you've got list 1 selected, zoom. Oh, see, it keeps doing that. I don't know why. Zoom 9, and then we get our plot and be able to interpret it. You're good to go. Hope you enjoy your weekend. I am already enjoying mine. What better way to have a great Friday night? I'm going to see this little frown here. He was sad. Bam, he's gone. We're going to be happy now. Upside down. Life is good. Enjoy the weekend. Don't do anything I wouldn't do twice. Peace.